Hello guys, welcome. We have Falkon again in this channel, playing as the Holy Roman Empire in the color green. Look at that, the Conqueror statue here from his reward from last season. And against Don Artie, playing as the Mongols in the color red. Did I just say Falcon in the color red? It's supposed to be the color green. I got confused with the Conqueror statue here. Anyway, guys, welcome to another game. Hope you will enjoy this one. Don Artie, it's kind of like a legend in the RTS world. And if you don't know him, he has a YouTube channel as well. He's not really active, but he has quite interesting videos. Like, he has the low APM to Conqueror, where he plays with very little APM. APM meaning actions per minute. Like, he has like 30, average 30, and he goes up to 90 at most in the last matches when he reaches Conqueror. So I believe he even reached Conqueror 3. And it's quite amazing. You can see how he just clicks very slowly, but all his decisions are like really good. So it's just quite amazing to witness. So go check him out. I'll put a link in the description where you can follow him to go check the challenge. It's quite amazing. Meanwhile, Falcon. I have seen him before. Looks like he plays mainly the Holy Roman Empire. Probably has a trick or two to show here. Just against Don Artie, a legend in the RTS world. Look at that. Early stable coming up for him. Looks like we're gonna be testing out the Early Horseman. Is it this is double production? It's not double production yet. He needs quite a little bit of a stone. 120. Looks like he's gonna be only a single horseman. Now, this opening, like, it's kind of new. Even though the Mongols had always had the ability to produce horsemen in the in the Feudal Age, it's just really like a screenshot of this. Oh my god, this is a beautiful model. I'm not tempted to do another one. I'm already having a lot of time making the Man's Quarry. But anyway, these horsemen actually got a little bit buff. First off, they got +1 range armor, which is not a really big deal, because you won't really dive the TC with the horseman. But against English is quite good, because if you open up with horseman against the English, the villagers will just destroy your horseman, unfortunately. That looks like he's gonna be arriving a little bit too late. A little bit too late to the party, meaning he won't be able to really harass any kind of resource. So let's take a look at what's around here. So Woodline is really close. Akan Chapel, a beautiful spot here. Managed to get the stone, the food, the wood, and the gold. Like 10 out of 10, man. More horsemen coming here. Looks like we're having more early horsemen coming from Don Artie. Probably experimenting with the new things that are happening on this patch. Now, another thing that happened to the early horsemen, to horsemen in general, it's that they have an extra attack for range. I don't know if you can see the attack. Yeah, there you go. 0.38 tiles range attack. And for those of you who have tried horsemen before, it's kind of like the unit that is really close to you but doesn't attack, and you're like screaming like, dude, just attack there. And exception to the rules are the Sipahi, of course, and the Gassy Raiders have a little bit more range attack. I believe the Sipahi also have this. I mean, the Gassy Raiders. So Sipahi for sure they have, and you can see the difference when you make Sipahi. Obviously, they are more expensive, but the range attack makes a huge difference in the fight. So I wonder if it actually makes a difference to open up with some horsemen here just to harass a little bit. Our dreams are gonna be shattered for the moment. It's like the spearman gonna come out just to let the horsemen, like, they're not belong here. Get out of here, mate. Now, we have seen the Holy Roman Empire playing in the Feudal Age lately, and I wonder if that's a good strategy against the Mongols. Just because when you reach the Castle Age really fast with the Holy Roman Empire, Mongol are having a really tough time. At least when I remember when I played the Mongol, I always struggle with the fast castle from the Ashari. Always, like no exception. But now, recently, every time I play against Ashari players, they go very heavy on infantry. And the reason they do that is because they do have the Akon Chapel. And the Akon Chapel basically allows them to have all their economy around it with 40%. Is it 40%? Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it is 40% extra. Yeah, the buff is from the prelate, that's why I cannot read it. 40% around here, so you can just put farms here, and all your economy is very safe. Not only very safe, it's also very good. So it means you can also pump more and more units. Talking about economy, let's take a look at what's their economy income per minute. Look at that, 500 food per minute. That's quite a lot. You're gonna be able to pump a lot of units. I already have 10 on the field, 5 spearmen, 3 archers. And looks like Don Nardi is just gonna be trying the horsemen for now. Now these are not early horsemen, these are upgraded already. Gonna get wheelbarrow. Let's take a look at Don Nardi's base. Looks like he's having some problems here with the infantry. Managed to put an archery range, gonna get a couple of archers out there. And man, I think a couple of archers should be good enough for this. You just need to take out the archer and you're pretty good to go. Just fight under the TC just in case. Actually, they're just gonna focus on the spearman for now, and the horseman will try to flank the archers, but unfortunately for Don Nardi, Falkon are already there with the spearman, so he will have to retreat. Never mind, Don Nardi managed to get it. Talking about the king of low APM actually having a very decent micro here. Keshik's out on the field. Remember, we're not seeing the Sibo tree for Don Nardi, and I wonder, that's a lot of villagers on wood. I wonder if he's going for a second town center, because that's a new thing about the Mongols too. Like, they can go for a second town center a little bit cheaper. It's only 50 wood. Honestly, I don't feel that's a huge difference. Like 50 wood, I don't think it's gonna motivate people to just go for another town center, just because it still takes quite a lot of time. The good thing is they only need wood, right? So that's the good thing about it. Meanwhile, Don Nardi just pumping more units, but the Holy Roman Empire already have so many units here. I already have 17 on the field, so he's having a really good time. Meanwhile, having some units here to defend. Prelate, just wondering if he can take a break for a minute or so. It's like, never mind. And for the looks of it, Falkon was kind of like trying to go castle. Like, he's not halfway there, but he's on the way. He's not spending on units. He has plenty of food. And he's getting quite a lot of gold. But he's now using it for upgrades, so it's like Castle Age is nowhere near the plans of Falkon yet. Meanwhile, more units for Falkon coming up. And meanwhile, the Mongol looks like... Did he put a second TC there? There you go, second TC next to the berries. You don't really need to go that far. You can build it here and then move it, but, you know, villagers are faster, so... In any case... I find that as soon as you have your second TC, if you want to get the third one, it's quite fast with the Mongol. Like, because you already have a lot of villagers. Oh my god, that Keshik hurt. Because you have a lot of villagers already gathering wood, you can get the second TC, third TC really fast. I don't know if it's worth it to go for a third TC, but definitely we have seen some players using the TCs as like a moving outpost, and now that you can garrison 8 villagers, looks like the perfect choice. You can just go with Keshiks, move the town center, and just whenever there is a spearman there, just move the Keshiks inside and attack the archers. Sorry, the spearman, and then you are left only with archers. Horseman with very little use for Don Nardi this match. It's like they're gonna get dented by those archers. And now Falkon is just going for it. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in the village for longer. And take a look at his vision. He knows about the second town center. He knows he's on a timer. He's building a battering ram, which I don't know if it's gonna work against the Mongols because they can move their buildings, but definitely generate some idle time. So it's not entirely a bad choice. It's just the Mongols, they just can move things. So it's definitely still some damage if you move the building because you're not producing villagers while you're moving. So let's see what happens here. I mean, the Uvu is the only thing they cannot move, but the rest, they can pretty much escape. Meanwhile, Donardi building more and more archers, but only one archery range. Meanwhile, Falkon already have 2, so he will have more units. Economy looking really good for Donardi. Already have 39 villagers on the field, having the economic lead, but there's always the Akon Chapel out there, and never ignore the Akon Chapel. It's like Donardi already knows that. He's moving the rams. He's moving the rams now, and it's just gonna be the Ubu. Now he has to move this one. Look at this. Try to move. Ram gonna be attacking the town center, but actually he's not actually moving it. He's using it as an offensive mechanism, offensive structure, just like an outpost, just like I said before. But the problem is man-at-arms are already there. It's gonna be a little bit hard to protect this town center. He managed to move it. Villagers repairing the town center. 400 health. That's the beauty of the Mongol town center. If you go for a second town center, you can always move it. Looks like town center is gonna be alive, but Donardi is gonna lose plenty of units. Plenty of units for sure. Looks like he's gonna move it next to the other town center. I mean, at this point you can swap. It's like, mind if we exchange positions? Like, maybe you can go here and I go there. Keshik's doing a very, very good damage against those battering rams, but not enough military unit for Donardi. Donardi already have 13 military units out there against 42 from Falkon. Just gonna keep pushing with the rams. Town center, a little bit of trouble here, but nevertheless producing units. Keshiks are gonna be the choice for Donardi. Gonna be careful with 10 spearmen out there. Meanwhile, Falkon just keep producing more and more units. He's gathering the deer at the back. So does Donardi here. Very sneaky. Looks like battering rams are gonna take down the town center. I guess you wanna move it as soon as you... Oh my god. Okay, this town center is going down. A beautiful destruction simulation there. You can see the clothes falling and everything. Stable gonna go down as well. And Donardi in a really rough spot with no town center, having a deficit on the villager count, and 3 battering rams on the field. It's like it's gonna run with the gear. Not exactly to a good destination. There is no food here. Meanwhile, Falkon is just pushing with more and more units. It's adding more production buildings. It's just staying in the feudal age for a long time is it's kind of like the new thing for the Holy Roman Empire. And I don't think it's because... Is it only because of marching drills? I mean, it could be. It gives you a lot of momentum. The fact that you can run so fast. Like, look at these guys. And Donardi looks like he will try to raid with some guys. But I don't think he knows the military disadvantage that he has at the moment. I guess he kind of know that he's gonna have a huge disadvantage here. Meanwhile, no farms for Falkon. Looks like Akon Chapel is not gonna be. Never mind. Donardi taps out. Well played by these 2 players. Hope you enjoyed this match, and I put a link in the description where you can follow Donardi. And I'll see you in the next one.